Louder, louder. Start over again.
My name is Verabethu Mhoto, an electrical engineering student at the University of Pretoria. The name of my JCP project is computer training. It's project number 151 and was done in this year of 2013. I actually executed my project in a nearby township called Mamelodi on one of the university's campuses. So my project proposal was to provide a week-long computer course to the locals of Mamelodi, and the opportunity was available to any community member who registered themselves for the course through the Stanza Bopapa Community Center, or as I heard when I arrived, they could also register for the course by calling a number which was announced in an advertisement of the course through the community radio station. One of my responsibilities was always being prepared for lectures that I was required to present to them daily out of a textbook that was created and prescribed by the university. I even made a test for them actually on the first day of class. It was just to see how seriously they were taking this course, but it also actually indicated to me how easily they grasp new concepts. So now I have a gauge or a measure of how hard I have to prepare for the lectures in the following days for the rest of the week. Sidetracking from my academic obligations, I was also expected to make lunch snacks for my students. That's 24 Viennas and 24 rolls and 2 liters of Coke every day. I tell you, if it wasn't for funding provided by the university, my bank account would have been a laughing matter. One of the guys at one of our lunch breaks said something that anyone who's ever lived in a township before surely would have thought of. It's something that I've discussed with a couple of friends myself, and that's that the difficult circumstances faced in living in places like townships or rural areas generates a certain type of mentality, and that mentality just so happens to be one that doesn't improve the circumstances. So it's that vicious cycle kind of thing. Luckily, fortunately, you can't say that that's true for all townships because it's not. But it's definitely still true in most, or at the very least, most parts of the South. This mentality, this type of thinking, is one that values materialism. Because, you see, materialism is a very well-dressed character. So well-dressed, in fact, that it resembles success. Let me explain. What this and other discussions we've had as a group have led me to think is that as much as we are trying to move on from our tragic past, we can't simply overlook the incredible inequality that existed when we still see its after effects every day. Because our youth, roughly my generation, had little to no involvement in our nation's difficult past, not all know the true prize of equality. So when equality was finally granted, instead of clamoring for opportunities to develop themselves and arm themselves with knowledge, which is what they were truly deprived of, they instead opted for the first thing they thought measured success: image. I would say, with a sureness in my heart, that the few that attended this course, and the hundreds that have completed this course before this group, and the thousands that are in tertiary institutions around the country, and the millions that are pursuing other short courses similar to this one, rank among others in the percentage of people that value self-development. Very few things are more motivating than seeing people make the most of a non-ideal circumstance. It really puts things into perspective, seeing a noble 50-year-old gentleman, amongst others, who sees you as a chance to learn something that would add some value to his life. Not to mention the thrill of you actually being able to meet that expectation. Finally, I'd like to bid thank you to Dr. Jordan, the course coordinator, for her constant support and financial aid throughout the course. I'd like to thank the Stanza Bopapa community for being so easy to work with and so willing to accommodate me. I'd like to thank the Stanza Bopapa Community Center and the ladies and gentlemen who run it, because they put this group of people together for me to lecture. And definitely a great mention must be made of the manager of the center, Matume Mudin, for the countless upliftment programs that he offers to the community and for tirelessly making people see that non-ideal circumstances are not strong enough to keep a person down.